The Humpty Dumpty Foundation will meet with the executor of the estate of Lorna Blackwood this week after her double-bay home of 50 years sold for $4,462,000, more than $1.4 million above its reserve, on Saturday. The cracker result for 3 Cooper Street through Raine and Horne double bays Martin Maskin with Damien Cooley the auctioneer, was the highest sale price on the holiday weekend. Mrs. Blackwood, who died at the age of 92 in 2016, had been a volunteer nurse who had treated American soldiers injured at Hiroshima in 1945. Winning bidder Ken Wolfe was acting on behalf of next-door neighbor Christine Wenkart at the Double Bay auction on Saturday. Picture, News Corp Australia, Jenny Evans. She had stipulated that once the sale price hit $2 million, the Humpty Dumpty Foundation, which purchases medical equipment for children's hospitals, would receive everything in excess of that figure, minus costs. The foundation's executive director, Paul Francis, said the windfall of more than $2 million was a big surprise. "It's going to make a huge difference," he said. "We need to sit down with the executor to work out exactly how Lorna would have liked to see the money used." Auctioneer Damien Cooley at the exciting auction at 3 Cooper Street, Double Bay. Picture, News Corp Australia, Jenny Evans with 4 of the 6 bidders furiously fighting for the 3-bedroom terrace, largely untouched since the day Mrs. Blackwood moved in. It ended up selling to next-door neighbor Christine Wenkart. Mrs. Wenkart was overseas in Croatia, so the agent acting for her, Ken Wolfe, had been given a blank check to purchase the property. The underbidder had been a man wanting the terrace in the top location for his children. Another interesting auction was in the Inner West, where an overgrown Angkor Wat dumpin and more sold for $1,255,000, under its written reserve of $1.3 million. McGrath agent Damien West at 52 Juliet Street, and more, which sold for $1,255,000. Picture, News Corp Australia, John Appleyard. The shell at 52 Juliet Street had no roof. Its windows were boarded up with corrugated iron and a giant fig tree snaked through its insides. McGrath agent Damien West had 6 groups register, with 2 of them active. After bidding stalled at $1.25 million, Mr. West encouraged his 93-year-old vendor to drop his reserve. That inspired another $5,000 bid, which secured the property for the architect buyer. The auctions were just 2 of the 266 scheduled around Sydney on Saturday. 202 of the results into CoreLogic by yesterday. Auctions commentator Kevin Brogan said the clearance rate was 57.42%, considerably higher than last Saturday's 52%. The significance of this is difficult to say on such low volumes. "It will be interesting to see what happens next week," Mr. Brogan said. Over the week, including midweek auctions and sales prior, the best-performing region was the North Shore, which CoreLogic calls North Sydney and Hornsby, with 73.3% from 45 results. Next best was Inner West at 71.43%, then East at 70.45%, Northern Beaches 65.38%, Ryde 64.29%, City and Inner South 57.5%, Inner Southwest 53.13%, Sutherland 50%, Blacktown 40% and Parramatta 32%. Originally published as Big Surprise, Lorna's $2 million bequest.